Yo, what is going on, guys? Your shredded brother from another mother, and we're going to dive right into how to get the outer chest line. And this is actually somewhat complicated if you do traditional exercises like the bench press and, the dumbbell incline and all these traditional exercises you guys are doing on chest day. You actually won't get that really aesthetic outer chest line. So let's dive right into this, and I want you guys first to understand the chest anatomy. So in this video, I'm going to show you 4 awesome exercises that are going to sculpt that outer chest line scientifically. And it's also going to keep you injury free, because to really get that outer chest line, it's going to require you actually stretching the pectoralis major without affecting other joints and ligaments with too much overload. So we want safe, targeted, stretched tension. And that is exactly what these 4 exercises are going to give you in this video. The first of the 4 pectoral muscles is the pectoralis major. Now, as you can see, this is a very large muscle group, relatively speaking. It's one of the largest muscles in your body. It's not quite as large as, say, the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings, but it is one of the largest upper body muscle groups. And as you can see, it stretches all the way across, almost into like your shoulder area. So to get that outer chest line, we have to keep in mind that traditional exercises like the bench press and exercises that aren't going to give us a really wide full range of motion, which I'll show you guys in just a second, it's going to be really hard sculpting those muscle fibers on the outer chest area. Next up, we have the pectoralis minor. Now, this is much smaller than the pec major, and its main function is to stabilize the scapula. And as you can see, it actually originates all the way on the side here from the anterior aspect of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th ribs. And it's going to insert into the medial aspect of something called the coracoid process. So as you can see, it's very scientific, but this is going to really help push the pectoralis major out on the outer portion of your chest. As we're going to skip over the 3rd pectoral muscle, it's actually like your little sliver of upper chest area. I'm probably going to do the science of the upper chest video next week, Sunday or Monday, so definitely be on the lookout for that. But we're going to go right into the serratus anterior, which is the 4th pectoral muscle. Now, the 4th pec muscle, it actually stabilizes the scapula, and you can see it's really on the outer portion, like almost kind of that almost like no man's zone between like your outer pec and like where your obliques would be. So this is a really important muscle group for aesthetics. It's a very often overlooked muscle group, and it's going to be really crucial to get not only awesome looking like upper obliques, but also to get that outer chest line. So we're going to indirectly work that muscle group during all of these exercises. So let's dive right into these 4 exercises that are going to get you that outer chest line. So real quick, I want to show you a visual example of 2 people lightly muscled, like obviously nowhere near what Greg Plitt is. So just to show you an example of maybe like someone 2 to 3 years in the gym and someone who has a really aesthetic chest, like fully has that outer chest and all the different heads of the pec developed, versus somebody who does not, that I would say has a pretty close amount of muscle mass. So as you can see, it makes a huge difference for aesthetics, and it just really helps you to get that kind of like cup look in your chest, and especially makes you look better from the side. So let's dive into these 4 exercises. First exercise is something called the dumbbell internal stretch press. So watch this really carefully, and make sure you go really light, because just before this, I went heavy on dumbbell bench. I did 110 pounds for 8 reps, 3 different sets, to give you an idea of how light I'm going relative to my strength. So I'm pausing, I'm going all like super far down, get that full range of motion, full stretch, pausing at the bottom to really activate that outer chest, and then I'm squeezing and internally rotating my hands. So instead of the normal position in which you would rotate your hands on the chest press, you're going to rotate your hands internally, and the combination of coming from that fully stretched position and internally rotating your hands is going to be awesome to work that outer chest. All right, second exercise is the single arm stretch fly. Now, as you can see, I'm starting with my palms facing in towards my body, and then I'm internally rotating them at the apex of the movement. So first and foremost, you want to start from a fully stretched position, really stretch that pectoralis major, and I'm putting my 2 little pointer fingers right on my outer chest to dial in that mind-muscle connection. Just a little trick that I like to do when I'm really focusing on a certain part of a muscle. So as you can see, and you're about to see a lot better with the left hand, is I'm internally rotating my hands and I'm coming from that fully stretched position. So go light on this, go about 12 to 15 rep range. And as you can see me, I'm starting all the way back from that stretched position. And then instead of rotating my hands the normal way that you would typically do on the fly machine, what you're going to do is you're going to internally rotate your hands. And this one is pretty killer, especially I recommend doing this towards the end of your workout. And once you have a fatigued chest and you do this with that full range of motion, you guys are going to really feel it right in the outer chest. So second exercise to get that outer chest line. Next up, we have the extended mid cable fly. Now, this is another great way to basically maintain injury-free rotator cuffs and shoulders without doing too much overload, say on the traditional like dumbbell fly. So I really like doing it with cables more than dumbbells on this because I can fully stretch back without kind of like losing control and potentially tearing something in my shoulders. So I'm coming from a fully stretched position and then I'm slightly rotating my hands inward, and you're going to get a savage pump and you're going to really feel it right in the outer chest. Go about 12 to 15 reps on this. Next up, we have outer chest targeted dips. Now see how I'm doing it right here? This is how you should not do it. My chest is coming up way too much. My shoulders are coming forward too much. This will not target the outer chest. Here is how it should be done to hit the outer chest more. Keep your shoulders back. Try to keep your body in a straight line and go down nice and slow and deep. And you can really feel it more in your outer chest. You can see my anterior deltoids really working throughout the movement. So go like 12 to 15 rep range and really focus on squeezing the outer chest. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to link in the description below 2 awesome videos that are going to complement these exercises really well. Just last week I uploaded 3 awesome upper chest exercises you're not doing. And then I also filmed 2 weeks ago a really good lower chest workout. So you combine these exercises with those videos and you have an awesome routine for Chest Monday. So if this is your first time here, definitely subscribe, hit that notification bell. We have a ton of aesthetic workout videos for every single muscle group. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I will be in touch very soon working on a bunch of awesome videos for the channel. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you on the next video.